Good evening, Coruscant. We really need to hire someone to review these acronyms because this is getting ridiculous. Apparently, once again, last week's acronym was deemed not cash money. So we had to change it. Again. So welcome to another broadcast of the paper Emulating National Inquirer Sellouts, your new go-to for all things news. I'm Bowtie, and I bought a table. I assembled it before we began filming, but let me tell you, it was a hassle. I lost a vital screw in the assembly process, but don't worry, I finally found one that fit. Just had to unscrew it from some device in a room labeled Coruscant Weather Control Network. Odd name for the janitor's closet, but whatever. Our top story today features a shocking turn of events that unfolded earlier today on the planet Scarif, followed by our war segment with our war correspondent, a little lost in the sauce, and finally, our ongoing story about a fabled superweapon lurking in the night sky. But first, our weather and traffic report.
This is crazy! I've never seen the weather quite like this. There's high winds and rain, and a visible fog layer. That's not right at all. According to old legends, the rain shouldn't fall until after sundown and the fog should be gone by 8 a.m. What's going on? It's almost as if the WeatherNet system is failing or something. I'm getting out of the storm. Back to you, me.
Ugh. That is absolutely insane. Hey, someone go check on the WeatherNet system and radio back to me. In the meantime, you should know why I bought this table. You see, there was a package outside the studio this morning. Now, after confirming it wasn't anything harmful, we figured we'd show it off real quick. There, it's a lever. Not sure what it does though, so let's see what happens. It seems the lever is stuck. I can't get it to pivot around the fulcrum. Yeah, no matter how hard I pull, the fulcrum won't allow the lever to budge. This is the only reference to fulcrum that you're getting in these videos. Oh well. Oh, yeah? The WeatherNet is missing a screw? Well, what moron decided to take a screw out of one of the most important machines on the entire planet? You found a replacement? Okay, good. Take an extra 30 seconds on your 5-minute break today. You earned it, champ. Now, on to our breaking news. Earlier today, there was a rebel attack on the Empire's base on the planet Scarif. Mass amounts of damage was done. It was quite the tragedy. Many were killed, the base was destroyed, the shield was destroyed, and unfortunately, our own director Orson Krennic was among the casualties. Clearly, this rebel problem has begun to spiral out of control to a frightening degree. Their small ground team was completely wiped out, thankfully, but they managed to destroy 2 Star Destroyers as well. When will they learn that they cannot win? When will all this senseless violence be enough? Only time will tell. Coming up, our war segment, followed by our ongoing story. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey kids, do you want to see violence? You want to fry droids, bugs, people? Well, thanks to the Republic's horrible levels of incompetence, their weapons manufacturers overproduced. So many of these little devices here. They're beautiful little devices called Droid Poppers. You throw them at a droid and they just go boo, and they disable the droid. It's awesome. Here's the clip. See how effective that is against droids? Now try it against bugs or even better, people. Great for any family gatherings in which there are some of those dirty aliens at. You know, you're just sitting there at the park, minding your own business with the family, and suddenly you see a Nemoidian. Fortunately for you guys, Nemoidians are walking representations that there is no god, or if there is, he definitely picks favorites and Nemoidians are not them. But bottom line, you can't blast them because unfortunately certain laws are in place and you can't just shoot Nemoidians on sight. But what you can do is fry them with a little compact grenade, and there's no evidence. Just send one of these bad boys out and boom, a whole family of Nemoidians can just be taken out, leaving your trip to the park secure and human, just as Imperial authorities mandate. They were originally built for droids, and they still work really well. I mean, if your droid misbehaves, you can just fry him. Not even much you can do about it. He's just sitting there, beep-botting along, and then suddenly, pooh, nope, not no more. Removing, of course, at least one more headache from your busy day. So I highly recommend you just buy a handful. You never know if you need to secure your family's safety from the sight of a Skakoan or a Togruta, or one of those dirty bastards that walk around on their arms and their feet are all around. You don't have to worry about nowadays Geonosians. They've been gotten rid of. I think I might eat them all. Absolutely no one can stop me. But other than that, buy the grenades. They're fun.
Hey, now I know what you're thinking. Aren't you that incredibly tall and handsome guy, Kevin Hart? Well, sorry to disappoint, but identity theft is a crime. I'm Space Kevin Hart. I'm Spevin Shart. And you know what I like doing more than acting alongside the Sprock? Something I can do while relaxing in my high-rise Coruscantian apartment. Kessel runs sports betting. Bet 5 credits, get 200 in bonus bets instantly, don't mind if I do. With a simple click of a few buttons, you can win more credits than you'll know what to do with. Oh look, some hippie and his dog in a Corellian light freighter just set a new record of less than 12 parsecs. Good thing I bet those free 200 bonus bets on them. But don't just take betting advice from me. We brought in an experienced racer as well, just to sway your judgment. Meet Sebulba. Yeah, Sebulba here met his unfortunate end on the pod racing track he loved so dear. But we excavated his remains just for this ad. I think this is him, at least. They all look the same. Kessel runs sports betting. Why bet anywhere else? Alright, now someone get this green paint off me. Oh man, lost again. Alright. One more bet. All in this time. Oh, we're back? Now over to our war correspondent, a little lost in the sauce.
Thank you, Bowtie Productions. Well, there seems to be a fuck ton of rebel activity. And I mean everywhere. We're talking like Tatooine, we're talking Scarif. There's probably motherfuckers posted up on Mandalore right now. They're probably on Felucia. You ever deal with an ant infestation? Yeah, imagine that, but 10 times worse. You got Alderaan, where they're stockpiling who knows what. Goddamn weapons and bullshit, and there seems to be a merry band of bastards. Yeah, they're riding around in the ship called the Ghost, doing merry band of bastard shit. There's a clone uprising on Camino right now. Hell, they are on planets I had never even heard of before. Thankfully, the Empire is searching for wherever they choose to call home, or wherever their hideout might be. So, who knows how long it'll take for that to happen, but it is being looked for. Anyway, off to Yavin with me, because I'm off to pursue some leads on the rebel activity, and I may or may not have found out that there may or may not be something on Yavin 4, that little moon. Now, I heard it was just a bunch of temples, but who knows what kind of shenanigans is happening there. It's probably just nothing. And for all we know, the old monks are just back at it again, being all mystical and weird. But hey, I'm just going to consider it a vacay, being paid for by the news station. Thank you, Bowtie. This war correspondency was sponsored by a good old tumbler full of numbskull whiskey, because I needed something to get out of this. But the weird thing is, I even found rebels in the whiskey. Lost in the sauce out.
Finally, onto our ongoing story. After a tiny snafu during our war segment last broadcast, we got in contact with the higher-ups of the Empire, and have been given permission to disclose the following information. The conspiracy theorists were correct. There is a massive superweapon looming in the night sky. The Empire's new weapon, the Death Star, was manufactured for the sole purpose of eliminating rebel threats. If the Empire takes out all the troublemakers, then nobody will be left to oppose us. It's simple math. That being said, we have also received word that just before the Scarif base was destroyed, the rebels managed to leak the Death Star plans directly to their friends and acquaintances. So if anyone spots any sort of rebel scum activity, we once again urge you to immediately notify the nearest stormtrooper or Imperial officer. Who knows what could happen if the rebel scum managed to make a copy of the Death Star plans. Best to wipe them out before they try anything drastic.
Damn, lost again.
What? No, I don't have a problem. I can quit anytime I want. But that's all we have for today. Make sure to tune in next time for constant updates of the galaxy around us and the continuation of our ongoing story. I'm Bowtie, saying goodnight, and thank you for tuning in.
Damn it.
Alright, one more bet.